Hi guys, my name's Kate, and whilst I am not in a corner, welcome to Kate vs. America Volume 2, New York edition. And guess what? It's the 4th of July. Check out the size of my Budweiser. This cost me approximately $1.30. $1.30. And it's themed. Delicious. Just thought I'd check in and say Happy Independence Day, Happy Birthday America. I'm on my way to a pool party upstairs to go watch the fireworks, which is going to be awesome. The reason I am doing a very short stand-up one at the moment is because I don't have time to do Kate's Corner, and I've just realized, oh shit, it's my last night in New York. I better get something recorded quickly so that technically it matches up with Volume 2. So my nails are in play. It is the red, white, and blue day. And I will be seeing you guys very soon. I'm going to come back and record the rest of this momentarily, but after the fireworks, after I've had a few beverages. So I'm going to down this 24 Oz can. I don't know what that is in liters, but it is the king of beers. King of beers, according to Walmart. Yeah. So hope everyone out there is having a great day, and I'll finish this off soon. Bye! Oh hi! Thought I'd chuck this on in the background there because today is the 4th of July and these are the delightful 4th of July fireworks. The reason I'm watching them in my hotel room and not outside is because I paid good money to go to a rooftop party tonight and watch the fireworks, where I was promised a fantastic view, and I get up there and there is no view. Literally the worst view of any fireworks you could possibly imagine. That is the view I had. Fuck that, I'm going back to my room and watching it on TV. And for some reason, they've just been playing it on loop, so, you know, okay, fine. So to pick up from where I left off in Vegas, when we last spoke, I had just missed my Neon Boneyard tour, but I was determined to get there. Well, the very next day I did get there, and it was sensational. I loved it. I loved walking around all of those old signs and learning the history about them and getting up close and seeing what they were made of. It was really cool. It's kind of in the ghetto, but it's totally worth it. I went to Fremont Street during the day, which was pretty cool to see. I went for a walk along Miracle Mile Shopping Center, where I found a club called the Stripper Bar, where they actually let girls pole dance. So I got up there and had a bit of a practice because I'm getting fat from all this food. Some girls were throwing money at me. I didn't know whether to take it as a compliment. I don't know if they assumed I was a stripper, but you know. And then I went to the place that I had been saving all week for, Kate vs. Food Cabo Wabo edition. Now, for those who don't know, Cabo Wabo is a Mexican cantina outside Planet Hollywood. The food was awesome. Oh my god, it was so good. I got the fajitas, polished them off. I also got chips and queso. Queso is a beautiful cheese and jalapeno and capsicum and tomato dip, and it's freaking sensational. And it was delicious. Oh, look at that one. That one's it's a big blob. Whoa, look at that. Yeah. So, yes, food was awesome, and in the Battle of Kate vs. Food, Kate won against the fajitas, but Kate lost against the chips. They always give buckets of chips. I don't know what they think I'm going to do with that. And then I went and watched the Bellagio fountains, and that was my final evening in Vegas. Then the next day, really super duper early, flew out to New York, managed to get this ripper of a sore right here, stabbed myself accidentally, got a mad cut. You want to know how I got these scars? So that's really sore. As soon as I got here, I decided I would walk to Times Square. Whilst I was walking, I discovered that I'm staying literally moments away from the David Letterman Theatre. Right next to the David Letterman Theatre is the one and only Pie Face in America. I was very excited about this. Ran in, got myself a sausage roll. The sausage rolls are different because their pastry is different here. It was still nice. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't like home. I've had this really bad flu for the last week or so, and it just absolutely nailed me. The day after I arrived in New York, I was KO'd in bed the entire day. But the next day I decided I wasn't going to let this flu stop me. I was in New York, and New York, by God, I was going to be in you. So I caught a bus to Harlem. No, you want to talk about the ghetto, you want to go to Harlem. Went there specifically so that I could see the Apollo Theatre and also go to the Seinfeld restaurant. The Seinfeld restaurant was totally packed, so instead of eating there, I went and ate at Sylvia's Soul Food, which is from Nan vs. Food. They have chicken and waffles, fried chicken and waffles. I didn't get that, I just got a sandwich because I thought if I try and eat chicken and waffles, I'm going to throw up all over the place. And then there were no buses that took cash to get back. And taxis don't go to Harlem, probably because they'll get shanked. I ended up walking from Harlem to Times Square, but I took a lovely walk through Central Park. For those who don't know how far away that is, it's about 82 blocks. Right, I walked so much that I broke my shoes. I went and got tickets to see Rock of Ages, and then I went up to the plaza to have high tea. I felt a bit out of place there because I just power walked from Harlem, so I was all sweaty and gross. They didn't send me away, so that was nice. The high tea I thought was a little bit disappointing. It is quite expensive and you don't really get much with it. And the food was pretty dry as well, but the service was lovely. It was still nice, and it was really good to have a cup of tea. I brought my tea bags here, but the milk here is so weird, and the place I was at before, it didn't have a kettle. This place luckily has a coffee maker, but there's no fridge here, so I can't keep milk for very long. I actually have a bottle of milk in a bucket of ice on top of the air conditioning unit here. I'm, not going to let a lack of fridge stop me from having my beverages. No way. So then after the high tea, I sat by the fountain outside the plaza next to Central Park and went to see Rock of Ages on Broadway, which was awesome, as I knew it would be. Different cast from when I saw it last, but it was still very enjoyable. Went up to the bar and asked for a bourbon and coke, and the chick, probably about this size glass, probably filled it up to about there with bourbon and then put a little bit of coke in and then had to cram the ice in. So pretty much I was drinking a glass of straight bourbon. And then I walked along Broadway. I checked out all the lights and all the different theaters, which was really, really cool. Next day, that was my day. That was my moment to be a girl. I usually completely withhold all of my shopping urges that I have. I unleashed the fury of my shopping muscle. I flexed that muscle in there, and I did a fair amount of damage. I went into Soho. I spent up big at Sephora and MAC, so I won't need to buy any makeup for approximately 5 years now. I've also got some clothes, got some shoes because I needed to replace the ones that I broke. And then I went on the sightseeing bus. On the way there, the tour guide, who wasn't very good, he was just kind of crapping on about nothing, but this tour guide that I had on the way back, he was great. He had a really good sense of humour, and he was telling me things that I actually gave a damn about. He was pointing out a lot of really cool pop culture stuff, like we'd be driving around and he'd be like, oh, this is where that movie was filmed, this is where this Seinfeld episode was filmed, this is where this Sex and the City episode was filmed. He was a lot of fun and he kept cracking a lot of jokes and stuff. It was really funny. Some of the things we went past whilst on that bus were the Flatiron Building. Also went past Wall Street and the Wall Street Bull. And then we went along the Brooklyn Bridge and we came back via the Manhattan Bridge. We went past Katharine Hepburn's house, so that was really nice. I got a really terrible photo of it and I panicked and I was like, oh god, I've got to get a photo of this, and didn't. I got a blurred photo of her balcony. And then I came back, counted up everything that I had, packed everything up, went to the giant post office next to Madison Square Garden to send everything off back home. And then I went outside, explored Madison Square Garden for a bit, and got Taco Bell. I had been craving that like a motherfucker ever since I got here. It was delicious. It was super duper awesome. And then I came back, went downstairs to the vending machine, came back up a couple of minutes later, and my TV had mysteriously been replaced. Or it was one of those like old school box TVs, and now it's something nice and shiny and new with a working remote. That was a nice surprise. Today was my last day in New York, and it is also the 4th of July. I started off the day by going to Katz Deli to get their world famous pastrami sandwich. It was off the chain awesome. I can't, like, the pastrami was cooked so well, it just melted in my mouth. For those that don't know what Katz Deli is, first of all, it was on Man vs. Food, so you should know what it is because everyone should watch that show. Secondly, it's where in Harry Met Sally, Meg Ryan fakes the orgasm to Billy Crystal and the lady goes, "I'll have what she's having." That's Katz Deli. So I went and had lunch there. I got the combo, which was steak fries, macaroni, a drink, and the sandwich. The sandwich was bigger than my face. It was monstrous. Awesome! The way that I navigate New York is by basically looking up at the nearest intersection I'm on first. I want to get to 8th, walk up. When I went out of Katz Delicatessen, I walked about a block. I went, oh, I should figure out my bearings so I know where I'm going. Looked up, and I was at the corner of 1st Street and 1st Avenue, and it instantly reminded me of that part in Seinfeld where Kramer gets lost on the corner of 1st and 1st. Wait a minute, how can the same street intersect itself? Hilarious. If you haven't seen that episode, watch it and think of me. Then I hopped back on that sightseeing bus with my 48-hour pass. We went past the Waldorf Astoria, so I got off there and had a look around. Interesting fact about that place, you're a female working there, you're never allowed to wear pants, only ever a skirt, and you're never allowed to be seen taking the same stairs or elevator as the guests. So if no one's there, you can go up in them, but otherwise you have to wait until no one's there, or you have to take the exit stairs. How rough is that? God. Then I went to Rockefeller Plaza, went up to the observation deck, and then I took the NBC Studios tour, which is where like Jimmy Fallon and the Today Show and stuff like that is filmed. Weren't allowed to take pictures inside, which kind of sucked, but it was really good to look at all of that and see everything. It was awesome. Then I went to Magnolia Bakery and got a cupcake. And because I was so hungry, I wolfed it down before getting a photo of it. So I do apologize about that. Walked around Times Square one last time, saw the Naked Cowboy, saw about 3 other Naked Cowboys that were definitely not the same dude. That was a bit odd. I don't know if maybe there was a Naked Cowboy convention going on and just have heaps of Naked Cowboys everywhere. So then I came back here and I asked the concierge, "Hey man, where is a good spot to see these fireworks? Because I hear it's on the river right down that way. I want to know what the go is." The guy says, "Look, if you go down to the pier, you're kind of locked there until everything finishes. So if you're not having fun, you're stuck. Here, we have a rooftop with a perfect view of the Hudson. $60. You can go up there and enjoy the fireworks and have a bit of a pool party. We've got hot dogs, beers. It's lots of fun. You should go." Okay, sounds good to me. At least that way, if I'm having a shitty time, I can come back to my room. If I'm having a good time, then I'm not far, so I won't have to try and get a taxi or anything back. I won't have to battle the streets. You know, it's close and I can dip my feet in the pool. Why not? Might meet some nice people. Get up there, dude's right, perfect view of the Hudson, walk up to the hot dog area, and the dude's like, "Oh, I had to turn it off because we're going to turn off all the lights and stuff of the fireworks." "Oh, would you open again afterwards?" And he goes, yeah, we open again at 10. Cool. Fireworks come on, all the lights go off, can't see a goddamn thing. All the fireworks were behind one of the buildings. I was so fucking pissed off. So I came downstairs, back to my hotel room, to watch the fireworks on the big TV. And that meant that I missed out on getting dinner, because I was totally going to get a hot dog. So now I'm hungry, and I'm eating chocolates. Awesome. Happy 4th of July! Now I'm going to talk about some things that I have learned about New Yorkers. Taxi drivers will drive super slow when they're looking to get someone into their car. As soon as you get in their car, they drive like maniacs. And like they're honking, they're running over pedestrians, they're making illegal turns, they're doing like they're chucking sick U's. It's freaking terrifying. You can get anywhere at any time without getting mugged. I have not gotten mugged. Everyone from New York thinks I'm from London. Groceries are really cheap here. Deli food is delicious. They have delightful strawberries in New York. There are souvenir shops pretty much as often as there are Starbucks shops. So that's a bit scary. So this is Kate's Corner, wrapping it up for New York. Next time you see me, I will be in West Hollywood. I'll be hopefully having a really good time. My last night in West Hollywood, I will be seeing Steel Panther at the House of Blues. fuck yeah! And I'm meeting up with someone there, so that will be lovely. I won't be by myself. And then the next stop after that is Comic-Con. Cue super excitement. Oh my god, Comic-Con! I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Hope everyone's having a good time back at home. Hope you're all missing me because I'm sure as heck missing you guys. Kate's Corner, Kate vs. America, Volume 2, signing out.